On this video, we will learn how to use substitution. That is, we will learn how to replace a variable on number 1, for example. We will replace the x value with 7. So I'm looking right here. This 7 will go in place of x. That's called substitution. We have y equal 2 times 7, 7 in place of x, plus 5. And then we will evaluate. We get 2 times 7, 14, plus 5, which is 19. On number 2, we have a equal 6b minus 4. I will say a equal 6 times b is 3 minus 4. 6 times 3 is 18 minus 4, we get 14. Now I'm going to show you how to use an online calculator. That's desmos.com, and that's the scientific calculator I chose. And I'm just going to type everything I have on number 2 here. 6 times 3 minus 4, just like you see it. So I will say 6 times 3 minus 4, and then enter, and that will give us 14. On number 3, go ahead and pause the video and try it on your own, and when you're ready, come back here to look at the solution. So take a moment and try it on your own. So on number 3, we have c equal 5 times d is 6 plus 2. 5 times 6 is 30 plus 2, we get 32. If we want to use a calculator, we're going to say 5 times 6 plus 2. And if you notice, you don't even have to hit enter like I did on the last one. You just get immediately the answer 32. On number 4, take a quick moment again, pause the video and try it on your own. When you're ready, join me again. We get z equal 20 minus 2 times 5 goes in place of m. We get 20 minus 2 times 5, multiplication goes before subtraction, so multiplication 2 times 5 is 10, and then 20 minus 10, we get 10. On number 5, we have n equal 3 times 8 in place of k. 3 times 8 plus 9. So in the calculator, we will say 3 times 8. Do not hit enter, just type in the whole thing at the same time, plus 9, and then enter. And I did something wrong, it looks like. So let me try it again. 3 times 8 times 8 plus 9. Okay, and that will give us 33. Now on section B, we still have to use substitution, but instead of linear expressions, we will have quadratic or polynomial expressions, which in this case 6 through 10, you can see how these functions here, they are more complicated expressions. When you substitute in, there are more than one places where the x will go in. This is what I mean on number 6. We will replace the x with 4 everywhere you see an x, and that is in place of x only. We get y equal 4 in place of x, so we get 4 squared plus 5 times 4 minus 3. So there are 2 places to put the 4 in. And doing this by hand, 4 squared is 16 plus 5 times 4 is 20 minus 3. 16 plus 20 is 36 minus 3 is 33. In the calculator, we will type in 4 squared. So 4 squared. And then plus 5 times 4 plus 5 times 4 minus 3. Minus 3. And we get 33. On number 7, go ahead again, pause the video and go ahead and replace x in 2 places with -2 and calculate your answer. Join me when you're ready. We get a equal 3 times x is -2 squared minus 2 times a -2 plus 4. Notice on this one I added parentheses. Whenever you have a negative x value to substitute in, it is necessary to use parentheses. We will get different answers if we don't use a parenthesis, and that will be incorrect. So here we get 3 times -2 squared is 4. -2 times -2 is plus 4, and then plus 4. So 3 times 4 here, right here, we get 12. 12 plus 4 is 16, plus 4, the final answer is 20. Number 8, we have p equal, substitute in the 5, you get 5 squared minus 6 times 5 plus 9. So 5 went in places of both x's. We get 25 minus 30 plus 9. So here 25 minus 30 will give us, right here, will give us -5 plus 9, we get +4. Number 9, y equal 4 times, the x is negative, so it is necessary to use parentheses. We get -1 squared plus -1 minus 7. We used parentheses around the -1 everywhere we replace the x. Here we get, in fact, let's just do this in the calculator. We type it in just like we see it, 4 parentheses -1 squared. So I'm going to clear everything. There is a clear key here. Okay. So we type in 4 parentheses -1 squared. So -1, oops, let me clear everything. 4 parentheses -1, close your parentheses, squared. And then plus parentheses -1, close parentheses, and then -7. And final answer is -4. On number 10, the last one on this type of problems, we get f of x. X is 6, so we're going to place it everywhere we see an x, and it's a good practice to plug it in there too. So we get f of 6 equal, that's f of 6 equal 6 squared minus 2 times 6 plus 5. Let's write in the calculator. We type in 6 squared minus 2 times 6 minus 2 times 6 plus 5. And the answer is 29. And at the very last type of problems, we will work numbers on section 3, which we still have formulas, but those are formulas that come from geometry. So we will be replacing 2 variables at the same time. On number 11, we will replace the L times W, the L with a 9, and the W with a 6. So that's the area of a rectangle. A equal 9 in place of I times 6 in place of W. Again, even if it's very simple, if you want, you can use your calculators. 9 times 6, and you get 54. Number 12, very similar and kind of simple. Go ahead and pause the video and try it on your own using calculator. Join me when you're ready. A equals 1/2 times 7 in place of B, 4 in place of age. So we have 7 times 4. Using the calculator, I will type in 1/2. Let's do that in the calculator. I'm going to clear everything. So you can say 1 divided by 2, that's 1/2. Notice the cursor is in the denominator, so I'm going to use the right arrow to bring it up at the same level, that's 1/2. And then times 7 times 4 times 7. So when I leave the screen, let's see, I'm going to clear it all again, and I'm going to say 1 divided by 2, move it up, times 7 times 4, and we get 14. Number 13, we have V volume equals L times W times H. So now we have 3 substitutions at the same time. We get L equal or rather volume, right? Volume. So V equals L, that will be 5, times W, that will be 6, times, and in place of 8, we will sub in the 2. Use a calculator if you like. 5 times 6 times 2. So I use clear every time. We get 5 times 6 times 2. Hit enter, or rather, answer is right there, 60. Number 5, C equals, C for circumference, 2 pi r. You can put times in between, and if it's not there, if it's missing, it's understood it's there. 2 times, the directions say replace the pi with 3.14, so 3.14. You can use that parenthesis if you like to separate it, times r is 7. Using the calculator, we will say 2 times 3.14 times 7. I did not type in 14, did I? 3.14 times 7. And that will give me 43.96. 43.96. And number 16, the one for extra credit, we have V equal pi times r squared times age. We'll replace r with a 5. So pi times r, which is 5 squared, use parentheses if you like to see separated, you don't have to, times age is 9. And I forgot to replace the pi with 3.14. So 3.14 times 5 squared times 9. Back on Desmos, I'm going to clear it all. I get 3.14. Let's type this, 3.14 times 5 squared times 9. And the answer is 706.5.